What's up everybody, and thank you for joining me for another video. My name is Whack4863, but you can call me Whack. In today's video, we're going to take a look at Lemuria. Now this is a downloadable demo you can grab on Steam right now and check it out should you want to. However, before you make that decision, I do highly suggest that you watch my gameplay and learn from my mistakes and the issues that I had. Now, I was really excited when I loaded this game up because the first thing on the screen when you load this up is actually this page, and it does show you that there is gamepad options to play this game. Now, before we get into the gamepad options, I do want to show you that there are no mouse and keyboard bindings anywhere on here, so you cannot see what all your keys actually do. The gamepad setup in and of itself is very awkward. For anybody that plays shooters, you know that we've reached a point where almost every shooter has the trigger buttons as the aim and the shoot. So left trigger would be aim, right trigger would be shoot. However, in this game, the left bumper is to aim and the right trigger is to shoot. The left trigger is to reload and the right bumper is to run. It just has some very odd things when it comes to the movement styles. Now, I did spend some time trying to play this game with the controller, and I found it absolutely unplayable with the controller. There's no way I'm going to spend the time to retrain myself for a single shooter to use the left bumper and the right trigger to shoot, and then use the left trigger to reload and the right trigger to run. In addition to that, the B or the circle button was jump, X or A was not jump. Like every game, X or A is jump. Get it together and show yourself as having some competence in how other games are doing things so that people don't have to relearn absolutely everything to play your game. And I found myself pulling up the button configuration over and over again during the short period that I tried to play with the controller and just not grasping what the heck was going on. Now, once I switched over to a mouse and keyboard and derped my way through it, it played a lot better. However, it still felt like it wasn't a smooth experience. So the game plays very awkwardly. So the run is slow, the walk is slow, when you turn it's slow, when you roll it's slow. Everything seems like it takes forever, and it doesn't feel like a well-balanced or well-oiled machine when you're playing this game. I also felt like you had to be on a certain corner or a certain edge to take a shot. As far as I could figure out from playing with just pushing buttons to see what they did, I could not figure out how to peek around certain corners or how to swap your weapon from one shoulder to the other shoulder. Now, this game is story-based, and there are other NPCs that you're going to interact with. Now, the voice acting is all AI, and it doesn't give you that feeling of being immersive.
Okay, so what do you want?
أريد الخروج من هذا المكان اللعين في أي مكان ولكن بعيدا.
If you help me, if you really help me and it works, I'll take you to our base. And from there, you can go wherever you need to go.
Just from that small clip, not only are we listening to an AI voice, but in addition to that, we are also made to believe that they can actually understand each other and what each other is saying in a language that neither one of them is speaking to each other. On top of that, if you had subtitles turned off, you'd have no idea what the guy is telling you and how to make it to the next area that you're supposed to go to. So you would be totally stuck at that point and likely have to reload the entire mission from the beginning with subtitles on. Now let's get into the hook. What's the hook of this game? Why would people say, I want to download this game? And honestly, I think this is the hook right here that the developer is trying to use in order to get you to check the game out for the first time. It is absolutely the character models for the female protagonist and the other females in the game. A quick peek at the screenshots that have been uploaded to Steam. There are a total of 69 of them. I'm not sure whether that's subliminal or not, but Of those screenshots, many of them feature scantily clad women that are in the game. The rest of them show either some detail of gore or combat, but these are the two main things that they're trying to sell you on with this game. Now, that's not to say that that's a bad thing or that I'm necessarily against those things being in the game, but everything else has to work cohesively and the game has to play well in order for me to really want to play it. So let's dive into the gameplay. It almost works like a horde mode. Each mission is kind of like a horde mode. At least what I played so far of the demo was much like that. You can see we have battle status at the top, and once that line fills green, then we're able to progress with the story. So it really didn't feel like an immersive level or an immersive city. I was literally able to just sit back and wait for enemies to come to me. It wasn't like I was walking through a city and just so happened to come across insurgents. And this happens multiple times throughout a level. So much so that I ended up just finding where the enemies spawned and camped at that spawn. So you can see he spawned up right in front of me there, and that let me know that he's going to continue to spawn there. I was literally at that point just able to sit back, relax, and just shoot them as they spawned in. I think most people watching this video would probably agree that is not the style of gameplay that you're looking for when you're looking for a third-person shooter. You're not looking to be able to just spawn camp an AI as they come in to fill your battle status meter. Now, I don't mean to just beat this game down. It's not like I didn't enjoy checking it out, and it is a free demo. However, I feel like if I tell you to go and check this game out, you're gonna be sorely disappointed once you get it installed. Between the wonky controls and the awkward movements, the ability to just spawn camp the AI as they're coming in, and not really feeling like you're immersed either in the story or in the gameplay, I really don't see how this could be something that most people would want to play. Now, this is the first title that AM Quests has developed and published. It is an action-adventure indie game, and it's slated to release March 2020, so the game is not far away from full release. So I think the demo is very indicative of what the actual gameplay is going to be like on full release. Now, I'm not sure what the price point is going to be once this game drops officially. It does not say that it's coming to early access, so it looks like what you get is what you're going to get as a finished product. So if you can embrace the jank and you enjoy this style of gameplay, it might be suited for you. I'm going to at least check out what it drops for when it launches fully on Steam and see if I think it's worth the amount of money that they're asking for. Now, I want to know in the comment section below, are there any games that you've been keeping your eye on that you'd like me to check out? I'd like to thank all my YouTube members for your continued support. Y'all are absolute legends. If you'd like to become a legend, there's a button that says join on this page. Click that for details. There's 2 videos on the screen. Click one of those to watch next, and I'll meet you over there.